Daily reminder, just keep dreaming, guys. Howdy, my name is Tara, and hope you're having a terrific day today. And if you are not, this video is about to make your day just a little bit better. Alright, before we start Kohaku's analysis today, I have a story that I kind of want to tell everyone, but I also at the same time feel like I might regret it. As many people know, Tales of Crestoria has consumed most of my time, so it's kind of no wonder that I would eventually have a dream on the game, but I wasn't expecting this dream to be so peculiar? Strangely enough, I can't believe I'm actually saying this right now. I dreamed that I was Kohaku. Please don't judge me. In this dream, it was the end of the world, and I had to break my way into Vision Central to save myself. I did Kohaku things, like knocking people out, and I happened upon a keypad, and instead of pressing in the code, I just punched through it, being Kohaku and all. But hey! At least I got into Vision Central. I kind of feel like a doofus for saying this dream of mine. Maybe I won't release this part of the video. Okay, before I get into embarrassing myself further, let's get into analyzing Kohaku. Please consider subscribing and liking if you do end up enjoying this video, and let me know if any of you have had a dream of Tales of Crestoria, or whether I'm an oddball or something. I'm probably an oddball, but that's okay with me. Kohaku is a wind element and martial artist type unit. She has above average health and attack alongside a pretty decent defense stat. Her passive skills give plus 12% maximum health to all allies, regardless of their element or type. And her passive skill also gives plus 10% to the overlimit gauge of martial artist type allies whenever they use an art. Her first art is anti-magic, and it's the only art that is capable of cleansing an ally of any physical element while also healing them by 20% on a low turn count of 2. Anybody who watches my stream knows that I have been using the dynamic duo of Dazel and Savid in Arena, and it does really suck sometimes when I'm going up against an opponent who has Kohaku on their team, and I'm trying to sit there and knock out some of their tanky units, and then Kohaku just heals and cleanses off my poisons. Her second art is Pirouette Kick, and it kind of makes use of her above average attack stat with that 160% attack ratio and a pretty good hit count on such a low turn count of 3. Her second art paired with her first art kind of makes her a hybrid character in a lot of ways. She's sort of that, healer utility with some damage. Now, her Mystic Art is what I think most people, when they're looking at her kit, kind of miss out on. Her Mystic Art has a very low overlimit cost of 160, which allows her to consistently do third turn Mystic Arts, which is that turn that we want to hit Mystic Arts on. Seeing that her Mystic Art has an attack ratio of 260%, and it also generates 20 hits, it makes her into a pretty good supportive damage dealer. And the fact that she's also quite tanky due to her stat distribution is pretty great. There are not many characters who possess utility, tankiness, damage, and hit generation all within one kit, which kind of sets Kohaku in quite a unique position. When it comes to Memoria Stone, I'm actually going to recommend equipping Kohaku with an SR one known as Kyle. While Kyle's SR Memoria Stone is not SSR, it is honestly one of the best ones that Kohaku has access to. Seeing that she doesn't really need an overlimit gauge boosting one, and she's already very tanky in her own right, Kyle kind of pushes her damage to the extreme. SR Kyle provides a 100% crit damage boost to wind allies, while also possessing quite a hefty attack stat to boot. Earlier I mentioned Kohaku is sort of like a hybrid supportive damage dealer, and SR Kyle pushes her even further further into that damaging nature of hers. Torment Memoria skills are one of the best for damage dealers, as when an enemy is broken, you'll have a 100% chance of landing a critical hit, making crit damage very impactful. Alright, now on to our overall SSR tier list, and today I would actually like to make an announcement. I have decided that I do not want to make any more changes to our SSR tier list on characters that have already been analyzed until these summer units are added to our tier list. Many have asked me to rank these summer characters before the summer banners are gone, so I have some exciting news for you all today. After my next SSR unit analysis video on Rita, I will be creating a Tales of Crestoria tier list video, which will include all of the SSR units that I've already analyzed, but it will also include a shorter analysis of all of the SSR summer characters that you all have been wanting me to analyze. This will allow us to be current with the stage of the game right now so that we're not looking at things from a past standpoint any longer. I believe this is kind of the best way for me to provide my current thoughts on the state of Tales of Crestoria's meta. So with all this in mind, where does Kohaku rank on our overall SSR tier list? I have chosen to give her the ranking of a demigod. I sounded so stupid doing that. I realize that our demigod category has quite a large number of units in it now, but I would like to note one thing in particular, that each of these characters outside of Luke and Ston are of different elements. These demigod characters provide specific advantages within certain content or compositions that greatly sets them apart from simply being a meta unit. Kohaku at this time is kind of necessary when looking to run a composition with Velvet. Kohaku's passive is just beyond incredible when you max awaken her, as it will allow Velvet to hit very consistent third turn Mystic Arts, which is insane because Velvet has one of the highest attack stats in the game and highest attack ratios on her own Mystic Art. This pairing of Kohaku and Velvet is actually pretty devastating. In addition, even if you were to use Kohaku outside of a martial artist composition, she's still pretty good, as she has, her utility, her damage, her tankiness, and her hit generation, which all compositions kind of really want. So I guess you could say that Kohaku is sort of the best of every world, in a way. The next SSR unit analysis video will be on Rita, and she is a water unit that can absolutely nuke, so you will want to be here for that one. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. You can also head over to my Discord for more discussion in the meantime, or catch me sometime on Twitch, which is found in the description. Well, you know what that means. Bye now.